Hello and welcome to Rophnom's Game Tours. I am your host Rophnom, and this is Monday, so that means that, you guessed it, 3 new free games on Steam. Now, I'm a dumb. Normally, as we know, I download these games, and once they're done downloading, I play them one right after the other. Never having played them before, never having done any research on them. None of that stuff. Well, today, I went to go do this recording, and dummy me, big brain me, no, small brain me, I got the small brain. I forgot to hit record, and I made it all the way through until the last game, so I was playing the last game before I realized that I hadn't hit record yet. So I have played these games already. I'm sorry, I already know what happens in them. But we're going to go back through and play them again anyways, because I promised you guys that this is what we would do. And you guys will get to see them. However, there is one game that I did not, actually 2 of them I didn't finish. One of them because I got kind of annoyed by it. I had to restart once. And it's very slow. A very slow game. And I didn't want to have to restart again. But we're not going to do that this time. Right. Our first game. Our first game is called Prison of Sun. It's a text-based game. So there'll be a lot of reading. Welcome to Prison of Sun, a text-based game created by Alpheos. I already know how to play, so we're going to get right into it. 2. 1. Yes, we're deleting the game progress. Deleting the game progress, and we're starting over from the beginning. Player name, as usual, Rophnom. Alright. In the center of the cosmos of Rus, a tower exists. The name of that tower is Prison of Sun. In this tower, the sons of man are sentenced to be imprisoned forever. The reason why they are sent there, no one knows. But one thing is for sure, that you can escape and bring an end to the eternal loop of false judgment that has fallen upon you. You are one of the prisoners in this eternal jail. You don't remember nor you don't remember nor know how many centuries you are imprisoned for, and for what reason. Even the guards don't know the purpose or of existence of this prison. The only thing you know is that you want to escape and learn the truth. And the reason for all this crazy situation that has happened to you, you must escape. You must do it, because if you don't, then who will save you from the eternal doom? The tower that you are imprisoned has 7 floors, and you are in the bottom. Your only companions are the darkness, the only one guard, and Aaron, another prisoner who has the same ambition with you, and wants to give an end to his captivity. With him, you created a plan to escape, and after several decades, you succeed to find the key to way out. Now, you and Aaron, after the preparation of your plan, you are ready to escape and bring an end to all this. You are sitting on your bed. Aaron is standing in the corner of the cell, waiting for your sign to start the process. Let's do it. Aaron received your sign, start to fight with each other, and scream, "Ah!" The guard hears your scream, runs, and sees you both fighting. Call out to stop, but you continue. Then the guard opens the door and your cell, and getting inside to stop you. Then Aaron, with a fast move, grabs the guard, drops him down, and the guard is fading. The guard is faint. Aaron take his spear. Search the guard. You searched him and find only his sword. You take it, and now you continue your plan. Continue. You have locked the guard, and you move to the hall of floor 1. Let's go north. You're in the north side. Answer this question. Who was the first Western explorer to reach China? Marco Polo, Cook, Magellan, Sir Francis Drake. Marco Polo. Correct. Door is open now, and you are inside the cell. Search it. Press any key to continue. You search and found the first piece of this shield. Find the other 3 pieces to create a shield. Okay. East. Nisa. World War I began in the year 1914? Yes. It was either 14 or 17. It wasn't the other 2. Doors open now, and you are inside the cell. Search it. You searched and found the key for the room 0. Congrats, you now have access to room 0. West. You're in the west cell, but the door is locked. The leader of Macedonia, who united the Greek city-states and brought peace to Greece, was King Philip. The only reason why I know that it was because it was my first playthrough. Doors open. Found the key to room 3. Right. Room 3. You're in the south cell, but the door is locked. Okay. Who crossed the Rubicon? Alexander the Great, Augustus Caesar, Julius Caesar, the Spartans. Augustus Caesar. Alexander the Great, no? Julius Caesar? Augustus Caesar, okay. You're going upstairs until you reach the door for the 2nd floor. The door is not locked. You open it and get inside. Continue. You're on the floor 5, the prisoner's eating room, but you can't see none of the guards. It is because they have learned about your escape and getting ready to face you on the floor 6. Aaron asked you to free all the prisoners of this floor in order to fight back all together, but you don't want it. Aaron tells you to do it because it is the only way to escape, and you accept his plan. Now go and free all the prisoners before the guards take advance. Alright. North. No. South. No. North. No. South. Yes. What was called the capital of Aztec Empire? The Mexico one. You open the door to the room, and now the first 3 prisoners are out and ready to fight with you. Now go and open the other cells. Alright, that was south, so we'll go north. Nope. Go back to the west. North. Nope. South. Got it, okay. Port-au-Prince is the capital of... I don't think it's Canada. Haiti. Okay. Got 3 more prisoners. Let's try north again. No. 2, 3. And north is 6. I think I pushed the right button. Nassau is the capital of not the United States of America. The Bahamas? Yes. 2 prisoners. South. Nope. 2. 5. Nope. 1. 7. Okay, so I've already been in that one. 4. There it is. Havana is the capital of Cuba. 2 more prisoners. North. Can't enter that room yet. Okay. South. That place is the capital of Nicaragua, Guatemala, Belize, or the Bahamas. Belize. Nope. Guatemala. Nope. Nicaragua. Yes. 3 more prisoners, and then the last room. What is the oldest civilization in South America? Olmec. Nope. Nope. Notre Chico. You have the door cell, and the last prisoner is out and ready to fight with you. Get to the gate. A. Okay. 3. A. You and Jake. Apparently one of the other prisoners' names is Jake. Because Jake is helping me now instead of Aaron. Aaron's like, I've done enough. You can do it now. Go away. Nassau is the capital of, what was it? Nicaragua? No. Bahamas. Okay. I forgot what the answer was. Alright. Now, gotta get weapons and stuff for the prisoners. 1, 5. Nope. 2, 3, 6. Nope. 2. What's this? 2. 2, 7. No. 4, 8. Gonna open the first door with Jake. What was called the third gunpowder empire of the three? Britain, Korea, Afsharid. I have no idea. Never heard of a gunpowder empire. Doors open now. Found a key. Room 5. 2, 1, 5. What was called the second gunpowder empire of the three? China. Nope. Nope. Whatever number 1 was. Prisoners took weapons. Room 6. 2, 3, 6. What was called the first? Apparently we didn't find any weapons or anything, but we did find this key to room 7. When were cannons first fielded in Europe? 1700s, 1400s, 1300s, 1300s. Okay. You open the door to the stairs, and you go up and you reach out to the door, and it tells you that it's the last floor before you can free yourself, but you need to find some shields for the prisoners. Okay. So now we need to find shields for the prisoners. Okay. Nope. 4. Nope. 3. 5. Nope. 6. Whatever that is the capital of... Like I said, I'm not going to try to pronounce his names. I don't want to butcher them. And I feel bad every time I butcher one of the names. Solomon Islands. Didn't find any shields or anything, but I did find the key to room 4. Who was the first European that made contact with Hawaii Islands? Ooh. James Cook. There's some shields. And room 5. 3, 5. Who is called the traditional... How is called the traditional dance of... Haka. Gate A. 2, 1, A. When did Papua New Guinea become independent? 75. You open the door and you are ready to go to fight the guards. With Aaron and prisoners, that is the last floor before you can free yourself. But behind this door, guards are waiting that are informed about your rebel, and they will try to stop you from escaping. You and your companions are ready to fight. The guards are seeing you and wait to go against you. Pressing the key to continue. 1. We're going to attack. You attack on the guard and you hit him. He steps back. You attack again and you strike him. He falls down and you win. Aaron succeeds to defeat 2 guards. Aaron's a badass. The prisoners fight. Some of them lose and die. Some others win. But you have to continue because the guards are not eliminated all. Guards come from everywhere. Everyone around you is fighting hard. Aaron defends himself and the prisoners try to protect its other. You continue to fight too. You avoid the guard's attack, who is trying to hit you with his sword. You succeed to protect yourself, and Aaron, with a fast move, hit the guard. The guard fall down. Prisoners are almost eliminated. We're going to attack. You're attacking the guard, but he is defending himself and tries to fight back. Try to defend yourself carefully. Okay, well, I guess I will defend myself. You are under attack of two guards. One of them is trying to hit you, but you push him back with your shield. With a fast turn to the right, you stub the other one, who falls. Aaron comes next to you, and you both make a body fence to the next three attackers. Aaron hits one of them, and you throw your sword against the other. Aaron is receiving a lethal strike. You pick up your sword, and you attack rapidly. Full of wrath, you eliminate the last two enemies. You win, but you are alone. Okay, on to the next one. And now it becomes a little maze to wander through. My little yellow smiley facey thingy. There's one arrow. So yeah, you're supposed to collect the red arrows that are on the map. I made it to about here when I realized that this was the last game that I played last time. Since I already had it queued up, I went ahead and started with this one this time. But I made it to about here when I realized that it wasn't recording. So, yeah. That was really frustrating for me. And we are almost there. Congrats, you won the last guard, and now you are before the door that leads to the last floor. But to go there, you must open the door. To do this, solve the following riddle. Not riddles, they're just questions. Who was the last Tsar of the Russian Empire? I had this question last time, but I don't know what the answer was. Michael. Peter. Nicholas. Nicholas II. You open the door and you go upstairs. You reach out of the door of the floor 7. That is the last floor before you can free yourself. Prepare yourself in courage and go. Press any key to continue. Continue. What was there? You're on the floor 7. There are no guards, but 2 gates that lead to freedom. You need to unlock the gates and then you are free. But now you have to answer the 10 questions to open the gate A. When you are ready, press 1. 1. You're in the room with the gate A. When you are ready, answer the questions. When did the Irish famine take place? 1810. Lucky guess. What was called the capital of Hittite Empire? I don't know. Number 1. Catherine the Great was the Empress of Russia. Which of these 18th century events created the political spectrum as we know it today? The Russian Revolutions, the Assassination, the French Revolution. Yes. Which river did the Egyptian civilization spring from? That was the Nile. Who was the second Pope of Vatican City? I have no idea. Saint Peter. Linus. Did he have a blankie? Like the Linus from the Peanuts comics? What artist is considered the first Renaissance painter? Michelangelo, Botticelli, Raphael. Michelangelo. Raphael. Well, the other ones aren't Ninja Turtles. How am I supposed to know who they are? I mean, Leonardo and Donatello aren't on there. Jeez. Apparently it's number 4. Who was the second Pope of Vatican City? Didn't I just answer this one? It was Linus. When was the first modern Olympiad held? 1908, 1904, 1900, 1896. I got it right on my first try. Which of these battles involved Huns? No clue. Congrats, you succeeded to open Gate A. Your chains are loosened, you drop them off. The prison door is now ready to open, and you can leave by simple walking out. Nothing can hold you anymore here. You can walk into the sunlight again with strength because you do not have to fear any more. Nothing. The answer will be given to you because you choose to be free. Go. Open the last gate. Congrats, you succeed to open the gate. Congrats, you finished the floor 7 of story and the game. Thanks for playing my game, and always remember, the best things in life do not come easy, so never give up when things get tough. Now you can see your score. That's right. The best things in life are not free. They don't come easy. You have to work for them. That's one of the reasons why I always say keep your head up and keep moving forward, because things eventually will get better. If you keep working at it, things will get better. From totally 42 questions, you answered right. The negative. Wow. Apparently, I really need to learn world history. I've never heard of Oceanian, but apparently I'm good on European, Asian, African American, and American history. Alright, so that was Prison of Sun. That took a while. On to our next one. This game is called Oil Wars. Like I said, it's a real-time strategy game. The biggest problem that I have with this game currently is the amount of time it takes to gather the resources that you need. It takes so long. It's ridiculous. So, right off the bat, I'm going to say that first thing I have to do is build the truck to gather my resources, and then I have to build a builder truck that will allow me to build a barracks. I can't build anything else. I have to keep just those two, and then I can move on to building some other things, because the resource over here, the goods, there is literally just enough to do exactly what this thing tells you to do. So if you build anything other than the 4 or 5 things that it tells you to build, let's see, it's resource gatherer, builder, the 4 things that it tells you to build, you do not have enough resources. But even still, it's extremely challenging, and it takes a very long time. So once I have gathered the resources to move on to the next part, I will be back. Okay, I've now gathered enough materials to build my barracks. So I'm going to build the barracks right now. And it's going to take some time. So this guy will build that. And while I'm doing that, I'm gathering more of these goods that I need, because I need more. I think I need 50 more goods to create my one vehicle that I can build that can attack. But once I'm ready to do that, I will be back again. Okay, I now have the necessary materials to make my first armored vehicle. So we're going to do that. Let's see what it tells me to do after this. It's only taken me 21 minutes to get enough materials for this. The material collecting for this is so slow, it's ridiculous. Apparently the building process takes forever as well. Wow, this really does take a very long time to do everything in this game. I thought this game might bring back some nostalgia for playing those old school RTSs like Warcraft, not World of Warcraft, but Warcraft, StarCraft, and the Command and Conquer games. But everything is so slow in this game that it doesn't make me want to play those other games. It makes me not want to play this type of game ever again. Get enough units to attack enemy and destroy base camp to achieve victory. How? I can't get any more goods. Oh, this is ridiculous. See, by the time that I'd be playing this game, it's going to take me over an hour to complete this one mission. I don't want to play a strategy game and complete one mission in an hour with one unit, because that's all I can build. This is ridiculous. I am done with this game, and I will not be playing this game again. This game, it's got a good concept. It's got all the mechanics there and all the parts there, but the way they've made it so the building process and the collecting of materials process takes so long, it makes the game to where it's basically not even playable. And that is not good for a game to have, especially a real-time strategy game. If it was turn-based, and it was like, it takes this many turns to get materials, that would make more sense. But that, right there, is ridiculous. That it's in 30 minutes, I was able to make one attacking unit. It took me 30 minutes to get one attacking unit. Right, not quite 30 minutes, but still 20 minutes to get one attacking unit. And that was just gathering the materials necessary to do it. In any other RTS game, you can have units ready to attack in less than 5 minutes. Literally, every other RTS game I've ever played, less than 5 minutes you have a unit that you can attack with. That is ridiculous. Alright, now that we're done with that garbage, we're going to move on to our third game. And I saved this one for last because I thoroughly enjoyed this game. Like I said, I accidentally played these games without recording. I did not mean to. I just forgot to hit record before I started playing the games. But I thoroughly enjoyed playing this game, which is called The Supper. Some of the content in this game might not be suitable for all ages. In other words, this game is not suitable for kids. It's really not. Just what you do in this game is not suitable for kids. But we're going for it. The Supper. A bite-sized game by Octavie Navarro. This is another point-and-click game, and you guys know how much I love point-and-click games. I love these games. They're my favorite kind of game. Psst, Miss Appleton, wake up. I'm sorry, Miss Appleton. I know your old bones are tired. Things were so much easier before, weren't they? But there's no time to rest. Look at the time. Oh, no! Customers will be arriving any minute now, and we don't want to keep them waiting with empty bellies, do we? She's not exactly the prettiest little monster, but she is kind of cute. She's got these short little stubby arms with little hands. She looks like she's walking on some stilts. She's got a weird little face with little hair. Alright, we're going to grab some fire tongs. And pick up this ember here on the floor. That wasn't an ember on the floor, that was an ember inside the fire. Whatever. Fine. Go into the dining room. It's dark. Should light the candles. I know, it's dark in here. Some light will make the place much more inviting. Yes, it will. Light the candles. Yes. Well done, Miss Appleton. Now we just have to wait for some starving souls to pass by. Let's put some solid wax in here and get boiling wax. Yes. Oh, wait. I can pick this up too. Empty water jug. Hello? No time for a walk now, Miss Appleton. I smell fresh clients coming this way. Why don't you go and make sure our special sauce is ready for them? Okay, let's get our special sauce ready. Do I spit in it? Oh, yeah. Whew. Whew. That smell is strong. Whew. Made me cough. Whew. Smells delicious, though. Oh, man. It's just, you breathe it in and it goes straight down your throat and tickles your throat and makes you cough. It's just that strong of a smell, but it smells so good. Do you hear it, Miss Appleton? Horses, growling stomachs. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Yes, here they come. Do you think it could be them? Who's them? Guests? Customers? Oh, look. Customers. Weird looking customers. But are apparently hungry. Look! The chest. What's in the chest? Some treasure? These are the men we've been looking for. Oh, really? Let's find them a place to sit quickly. Quickly now, quickly, come on. Sit. Order your food. Sit. So what would the gentleman like to start with? Excellent choice. Pigeon, I just spit all over the place. Excuse me while I salivate over these delectable dishes that I'm getting ready to serve. They look so yummy. Excellent choice. Pigeon a la sauce rosé is our chef's specialty. Ooh, spicy red swordfish. A personal favorite. A mouth-watering delicacy that's healthy as well. Lots of omega-3. Mind-controlling fungus. Old man and deadly shark. Did you hear that, Miss Appleton? Hand and tongue stew. And you thought this recipe wouldn't be appealing to our customers. Well, apparently Miss Appleton was wrong because he ordered it. I was right, you were wrong. Ha ha! So that's a spicy red swordfish for the mind-controlling beast on the left, a pigeon a la sauce rosé for the sick old man on the right, and a fine hand and tongue stew for the dangerous-looking blue shark in the middle. Yes, of course, all served with a delicious secret sauce. Come on, Miss Appleton, go and fetch the ingredients. And don't forget to check out the recipes list on the kitchen's wall if you have any problem remembering them. Alright, let's go outside and let's go collect some stuffs. there's the pigeon. I really wish I hadn't played this game before I started recording, because it's sad. I know what to do now. Tap, tap. Jeez, Mrs. Appleton, could you be any more rough with the poor guy? You knocked his head off. Poor old Pete. I always knew he'd lose his head sooner or later. Fishing pole. And I got a boot. It's like me fishing in real life. I literally caught myself a tire while I was fishing one time. I thought that only happened in cartoons, but apparently it really happens. I caught myself a tire. Sorry. I guess she apologizes to the pigeon and then throws the boot at it. I'll take the pigeon. That's the main ingredient for our Pigeon Supreme Olive Sauce Rosé. Now let's finish the dish. Go back into the tavern, and we meander on over here into the back. We take our little pigeon and we dunk it in our special sauce. Yummy! Looks so delicious. Well done, Miss Appleton. The pigeon olive sauce rosé is ready to be served. Okay. It goes to the old man. Bon appetit, monsieur. You can tell by his pale face that he really enjoyed his last supper. Don't worry, they are used to passing out in taverns. They won't notice he stopped breathing. Alright, we take our rusty scissors here, and we go outside, and we go on over here to this handy dandy little rope over here, and we take our skizzers, and we go skizzers on the rope, as in we climb the rope. Dum, 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 dum. I don't know how she's climbing it with her little stilt legs. I think I know this guy. Let me taste his blood. Butcher knife. Oh yes, indeed. Captain Clint McMurray, my sister's second husband. Looks like you won't be beating anyone up ever again, Clint. Somebody did a number on it. Eek. I did not like seeing that. She's a skeleton underneath that outfit. Let's water our little seedling here. Take our little chili pepper and back to the deck. I wonder if that happens again when I go down. It does. That's so gross. Back down the rope ladder. Back into the tavern. And over here into our little back area. And we take our butcher's knife and we cut off our swordfish tail. Ka-ta-ya! Combine the peppers with the swordfish. Perfect. Those are the main ingredients. Now let's finish the dish. As usual, we dunk it in our special sauce. Well done, Miss Appleton. Our spicy red swordfish is ready to be served. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. For the mind-controlling fungus. Bon appetit. Apparently it's a little too spicy for the guy, and he bit his tongue off and dropped some keys. Oh yes, a satisfied stomach. This delicatessen is a pleasure worth dying for. Did you get it, Miss Appleton? It's funny. Come on, laugh. So I got a tongue, and now I got jail keys, which allows me to go on out here, and go on over here, and use the jailer keys on the jail door, which gives me a skeleton hand. And we go into the tavern again. Go on back here. You remember that wax I put in that pot to boil? Yeah, we're going to take the skeleton hand and dunk it in wax. And then we're going to combine the tongue with the hand. Perfect. Those are the main ingredients. Now let's finish the dish with our special sauce. So it's a wax skeleton hand and the tongue of one of his allies that I'm feeding to that shark. Well done, Miss Appleton. The hand and tongue stew is ready to be served. Here we go. Last one. Bon appetit, my cartilaginous friend. Excuse me. Another satisfied customer. Such a tasty delicacy can't help but defeat even the most discerning of stomachs. Well done, Miss Appleton. The service was impeccable. I don't think our customers have any complaints, do they? Great! Now let's clean all this mess before the stench gets the attention of the authorities. Okay, we go grab our little wooden cart here. It's like dripping blood everywhere, it looks like. Great idea, Mrs. Appleton. This will be useful to carry the bodies out. Into the tavern. Dum-de-dum. 10 fathoms deep on the road to hell. Yo ho ho, and a bottle of... Oh, here you are. Dum dum dum. Now for the best part. We've never used the grinder with such large specimens. Let's hope the bones don't get stuck. It's so gross. Well, that explains where our special sauce comes from. It comes from the blood of our enemies. Well done, Miss Appleton. You performed diligently. Now I get to open the chest. You can see what's in the chest. That's a gold. That's a gold. It's a body. She's asleep again. Thank you, Miss Appleton. I appreciate all you've done for me. At last I'm allowed to rest, and so are you. It's Mrs. Appleton, and I'm assuming the dead guy. I have so many good memories of you and I working side by side. You were my dearest friend. And those bastards came along. And those beasts dragged me out of our kitchen. I knew I was done for. And the shark guy ate Miss Appleton's legs. I swear I didn't steal that gold nugget from them. I won it fair and square. I'm sure you did, my friend. I'm sure you did. But now I have avenged your death, so you can move on to the next plane of existence. Whatever your plane of existence is for the other side. While I was anguishing, suffocating inside this chest they put me in, there was only one thing I knew for certain. You wouldn't rest until you found me, dead or alive. I'm deeply sorry you had to lose your own sanity along the way. Please find a quiet place to bury my bones near the old well where I liked to spend time. It's time for me to leave, Miss Appleton. Sweet dreams, my dear friend. And goodbye. Bye! Toodaloo. Jim. Call him Jim. Alright, and that was it for The Supper. See, not too long of a game. It's fun. But, yeah, it's murder and feeding body parts and stuff like that to your enemies that almost killed you and your significant other. But I like this game a lot. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, I love the point and click adventure games. Always have, always will. They're fun, especially when they have a good story behind them. They're amazing games. This game was simple. There wasn't the puzzles weren't really hard, so it was just fun and easy just to cruise through. I mean, just through trial and error, you found solutions to things. It wasn't like some point and click games where you have to go here and find this thing, and then go way over there and find this other thing, and then you come back way over here, and you go back the other way beyond your original destination, and you find this other thing, and you find this other thing way up here and down here, and then you finally can bring it all back to one spot. Now, it was really all in one area. But yeah, that I really like that game, and the fact that it was so short allowed us to be able to finish it in this play, and it was good. It was fun, and like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I do want to play more of the adventure games that we have found through these new excuse me, through these Mondays where we play the new games, because I'm enjoying them a lot. I like the adventure games that are like this, where it's point and click and you find items and you use them to solve puzzles and stuff like that. And I want to play more of them. I have some older ones that I'm trying to decide if I want to play them on the channel or not. That are similar to The Supper, where they're point and click and they're story driven. They're substantially longer. There's a much more in depth and deeper story to these other games that I'm thinking I might play, but they're also much older games. So if you guys want to see me play these older games, let me know in the comments. Shoot me a message on Facebook. I have a Facebook page that is dedicated to this channel. I still need to attach it to my channel, but yeah. So those were our 3 games. Prison of Sun, Oil Wars, and The Supper. Prison of Sun was a text-based game. Unfortunately, I don't know if it was originally in English and it was just a bad translation from whatever language it was originally into English, or if the person that wrote it had just a bunch of spelling and grammatical errors. But the game itself was pretty cool. It had an interesting little story that it was telling. Just some of the grammatical errors made it kind of hard to read at times, because my brain was trying to read it the way that it should be, but it was putting words in because there weren't any words that were close to what should have been the right word in that spot in some of the sentences. So my brain was going, oh, what does that say? Oh, I can't figure out what that says. So I would have to like really just stop and read it to be able to continue with the game. And then you had Oil Wars, which was a great concept for a real-time strategy game. I mean, real-time strategy games, they're simple games. They're easy. You build a base, you gather resources, you build your little army, and then you go and take over the other person's base. That's what a real-time strategy game is all about. The problem with this one is that the gathering of resources and the building of things, it costs so much to build, and it takes so long to gather the resources, and that first mission that they give you has so little of one of the resources that it's the primary resource that you need for building everything. It's the only resource that you need for building literally everything in the game, and there's so little of it that you can only build the exact things that it tells you to build. And then you're stuck with one attacking thing, and then you got to go and destroy an entire enemy base with one unit. It's just that particular mission. It should be like you can build a ton of units. It says very easy. Yes, it is very easy. Your one unit is super powerful compared to the enemy units, but it still takes forever to do anything. The creators of the game, for being the beginning level to teach you how to play the game, they need to make it even easier, where you quickly do everything, and it shows you how to gather resources, how to build, how to make units, and then it doesn't even need for you to wait to build units. It could be something as simple as, okay, now we've taught you how to build units. Here's 6 more units that just come in from off the map. And then you now have the one unit that you built plus those 6, and you can send them in to destroy the enemy base. And something as simple as that would have made the game much more enjoyable and take much less time than it would have taken if I had actually gone through and done the entire thing. Because I was doing the enemy base, both buildings had at least, I think it was 1,000 health for the smaller of the two buildings. And I was doing like 10 damage per shot, and it was like 1 shot for every 2 seconds. And it would have taken me like another 10-15 minutes just to destroy those 2 buildings with 1 unit. It's just, it's not, it's that for being a beginning level, all that's going to do is make people not want to play the game, because it takes so long to do everything. It's insane. But it has a good concept. It just takes so long to do everything. And you start with such a minimal amount of resources. But that was Oil Wars. And that, like I said, I just did the starting mission. Maybe the other missions are better. Maybe the other missions, you have more starting resources, or maybe there's a setting you can change your starting resources on. I don't know. I didn't look into it enough to really look at that. Like I said, all these games, I just get into them and I play them right off the bat. That's how I do things. That's how we've always done things. So to just step into the game, start playing it right off the bat, it was not designed well for somebody to do that. And then our last game was The Supper, which was that really fun point and click game. So those were our 3 new free games on Steam. And random thought of the day. See, I haven't really thought about having a random thought of the day. Why is it that when you try to think of something to say to somebody, you can never think of anything to say to somebody? It's like, when you're not talking to anybody, you can think of a million things that you want to ask the person. Then as soon as you see them face to face, you can't think of a single thing. I mean, you could make a list, and unless you have a piece of paper with the list in front of you, you get in front of that person and you can't remember what you wanted to ask them. You may remember 1 or 2 things, but you don't remember 90% of the stuff that you wanted to talk to them about or ask them about until you're done talking to them and they're gone. Like, I meant to ask them about this, or I meant to talk to them about this. No, Our brains are weird. That stuff happens. It happens all the time. All the time. It doesn't make any sense to me. But that's my random thought of the day. Why can we never think of anything to say to somebody when we're in front of them, only when they're not around? I hope you had a great weekend. It's Monday. It's the end of the week. I know it's Monday. It's going to be rough for some of you out there, but it is only Monday. It's just another Monday. No more. And it's over. It's over now. So keep your head up. Keep moving forward. This is Rophnom signing off.